Let me ask you what will change then in terms of what's on air in comedy. Is there any place for Russell Brand on the BBC?
Russell announced yesterday that he was resigning from this programme. You know, I don't believe there's a lifetime ban for any presenter, but I have to say we have no immediate plans to feature Russell Brand on the airwaves.
What about others who sail dangerously close? Should they be worried now?
Well, no, I think there's a significant difference between the kind of edginess which you see on many television and radio comedy programmes and which millions of audiences like, and which sometimes gets close to the wind. And of course, you can have a debate about where, and we should have a debate, you know, inside the BBC, but also with the public. There's a big difference between that and something which, frankly, in my view, there's no argument about whether this edition of the Russell Brand show was acceptable. It was unacceptable.
Let's talk about creative risks then. This is a quote from Mock the Week last night, BBC Two, just before we came on air. This was a section saying things the Queen would never say in a Christmas special, and one comedian said, "I'm now so old, my is haunted." Is that a risk worth taking?
Well, I think,
editorially
look, as I said, we have many programmes in the BBC on television and on radio. Well, what I would say is, to be honest, I would only want to judge any remark on any programme in the context of the programme, watching the programme. I think I always find it better to watch programmes myself. I managed to miss.
I'm now so old, my is haunted. Well, this was about the monarch.
Emily, taking a single line out of any programme, I mean, with the Russell Brand show, the right thing to do is to read the entire transcript, to listen to the programme and get a sense of what the programme's trying to do.
But isn't the problem, it doesn't become a problem until 30,000 people have told you it is, then?
I believe that there were a number of significant aggravating factors in the context of this programme. In particular, I have to say, very straightforwardly, the actual interaction with Andrew Sachs, the messages that were left in his answer phone, which go beyond a line of comedy which you can regard as tasteful or tasteless, and whether you regard it as tasteful and tasteless may depend on your age, on your perspective. Some people would say it's acceptable, some people would say it wouldn't. We have to make judgments, by the way, about these programmes every day. There's a difference between that and an invasion of privacy and a ugly set of propositions about a real person, a relation, in this case, Andrew Sachs' granddaughter, which is totally unacceptable behaviour. And I want to say, of course, we can debate, and there should be a debate about what's acceptable. And if you talk to our audiences, you know, the 25, 26 million households out there, you'll hear a broad range of views about that. You know, I've got the task of trying to make the right collective judgments about that. That's an interesting area. What happened on the Russell Brand show shouldn't be confused with that. This was something which went way beyond the pale. And
yet tonight, our shareholders, our licence fee payers, are saying this mistake was bad enough. But boy, was it compounded with the way the BBC has handled it and what it has shown about the cracks in the systems at the BBC. Do you accept that, Mark Thompson, this is your last warning? Well,
as I say, I believe that the moment that the senior management of the BBC, and I include myself, became aware of this, we have moved pretty quickly, actually.
So you never considered resigning over this affair?
Well, I believe the right thing for me to do is we've announced, in my view, pretty quickly, a set of actions to try and make sure this doesn't happen again, and also a set of fairly tough actions about some of the individuals involved in it. I think my job is to see that through.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.